Good morning.
Let me introduce you briefly, okay? And so, good morning to everybody. This is the third seminar related to the soft mobility and greenways experience in Europe. As you know, this is a seminar that we organize firstly for the students of the Master of Science in Valorization of the Mountain Areas, but of course is open to everybody. So I'm happy to welcome also people that is not student to this course. And this third seminar is see the presence of Maria Jimenez Rodriguez, that is the general manager of the Via Verde de la Sierra, of the Fundación de la Vias Verdes de la Sierra. I know Maria from a long time because Via Verde de la Sierra is one of the most interesting experience that we have in Europe related to the recovery of an abandoned railway lines, converting it in a greenway. And then Maria will explain really, will explain you everything about the Via Verde de la Sierra, their experience, but why we decided to invite Maria here, because their experience is very interesting, in my opinion, from several points of view, but especially because it's a small greenway, a short one, in respect to other, because it's 35 kilometers more or less, and it crosses 6 municipalities, if I remember well. Okay, so municipalities that have no so much population, and because our master is related to mountain areas, it is a very interesting experience showing how soft mobility and investing in the creation of this type of opportunity is a sustainable way to maintain people on the mountain areas, to create a sustainable economy, and to contribute to building a more socially equitable society, also in these so-called marginal areas. So this is the reason why I asked Maria to come here to explain their experience, and not only telling us, the wonderful things they have done, but also the problem that they had they encountered in the past because of the fact to be not in the center of the world, not in very populated areas. Okay. At the end of the seminar, there is the possibility to ask to Maria several questions. You can grow up the hand, and I will give you the word in order to speak. So Maria, thank you very much to be here, and please.
Hello, good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank to Julio Segnes for the opportunity to be here today, telling you about the management of the Sierra Greenway and the work that we are carrying out in our territory. Secondly, I want to apologize about my awful English. As you can see, my English is very, very bad. So let you know if any moment you don't understand me, you can stop me and ask. Raise your hand, click the button of the app or something like that, and I will repeat, or I try to make that you understand me. So let's go. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna to share the presentation. Can you see it? Okay.
But it's not in presentation.
Okay, I'm gonna. Now? Okay.
Yes, this is the second slide, it seems.
Yes, the second slide. The Sierra Greenway is located in the south of Spain, in the region of Andalusia, between the mountains of Seville and Cadiz. It's run an old railway line that, curiously, never saw any trains due to the beginning of the Spanish Civil War. To give you an idea of the territory we are talking about and how the Sierra Greenway looks like, I'm going to show you a very short video that showcases both the landscape and the services and infrastructure that are available along the Sierra Greenway. So I'm gonna try to show you the video. Okay. 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 The Sierra Greenway has a length of 36.5 kilometers, crossing two provinces, Seville and Cadiz, and 6 municipalities, Montellano, Pruna, El Coronil, Coripe, Olvera, y Puerto Serrano. It has 30 tunnels, 4 viaducts, 8 road accesses, fire stations, numerous rest areas, water points, etc. Along this route, visitors can enjoy a wide variety of landscapes, agricultural and mountain ones, alternating with Mediterranean forest areas. Sorry. I don't know if you saw it well. Now. The organization responsible for the management and maintenance of the Greenway is the Foundation of the Sierra Greenway. This entity has established in the year 2000 and its government body is the board, composed of representatives from the 2 provincial councils, Seville and Cadiz, and the 6 municipalities through which the route passes. We are a non-profit entity, and the ultimate objective of our organization is employment creation in the territory through the Sierra Greenway. Our operating organization chart is the one you can see here. We have a president who is a provincial councillor, a board, as I said before, a manager, myself, a secretary, a tourism technician, a coordinator, and 3 monitors of the Green Patrol Service. Allow me to explain later what these services consist of. A maintenance coordinator, 2 monitors of the interpretation centers, and an administrative office. The funding for the foundation comes from the contribution from the entities members of the board and the fees of the station that's operated as accommodation and restaurants. Also, grants requests from entities like the European Union, the Spanish government, the Andalusian government, social works of 7 banks, and sponsorship from private companies. In short, I can say we ask everyone for money. The main tasks currently carried out by the Foundation includes reconditioning of and maintenance of the routes, recovery and management of infrastructure, information and surveillance, management of passengers authorizations and events, promotion and marketing, education and awareness, and dynamization of the territory. The Foundation of the Sierra Greenway was responsible for the reconditioning works of the Greenway route, and thus currently is in charge of its maintenance. The surface was conditioned, signage was installed, trash bins, tables and benches were placed, illumination was installed in the tunnels, drinking water fountains were built, power and water connections were made, etc. Also, we made significant efforts to remove architectural barriers. About the daily maintenance of the greenways, such as patching, gutter cleaning, garbage collection, etc., the Foundation enters into a specific contract with local companies for these tasks. Recovery and management of infrastructure. Next, I'm going to show you some photographs of the state of the buildings before their recovery and utilization compared to their current state. At kilometer 0 of the Greenway, the surrounding of the old Puerto Serrano train station, this is the state is presented in 1993, and this is its current state after the rehabilitation of several buildings. This is the interior of the station, which today is a rural accommodation and a restaurant. And next to the station building, 8 independent accommodation units were built with a swimming pool, one of them totally accessible. It is important to say that the station buildings, at the time they were built, accessibility was not a consideration. So, although the green floors where the restaurant are located have been able to be renovated, the upper floors where the rooms are located, it has been impossible to make them accessible. To address this deficiency, we have constructed accessible accommodation around these buildings. Also, next to Puerto Serrano Station is the Station Master House building that in 1993 it has disappearance. And today is the headquarters of the Foundation of the Sierra Greenway, when we currently work. A little further along, around kilometer 15 of the Greenway, we find another of the main accesses by road. This is the surrounding of Cadiz Station. This was its appearance in 1993. And this is its current state. One of the old station building has been converted into accommodation and a restaurant. And in the surrounding of Cadiz Station, we have rehabilitated an old warehouse as adapted accommodation for 4 people, public toilets and showers. Next to this building, we built a Via Verde park and a children playground. This playground has several adapted swings. Very close to this area in the Chaparro de la Vega, a centenary tree and natural monument of Andalusia, which this year has been declared the Tree of the Year in Spain and has also competed for the title of European Tree of the Year. It's very close to the Cadiz Station. If we continue our journey along the Sierra Greenway at kilometers 21, we arrive at the area around Zaframagon Station, in the heart of the Andalusian Natural Reserve, where one of the largest colonies or griffon vultures live in Europe. This was the appearance in the area in 1993, And currently, the old station building is converted into an interpretation center and ornithological observatory. It is without doubt the most visited point of the Sierra Greenway. From this center, we can observe the life of the vultures thanks to a camera installed in the front of the nest, which is operated from the observatory. This was the appearance of the warehouse building, also located in Saframagón area in 2009. And this is the building today. It's a fully accessible building that has been rehabilitated as a visitor reception center, canteen, and is also the headquarters of an astronomical association that organizes star and planet observation activities. The sky of the mountains of Cadiz hold the starlight certification. This environmental without any light pollution is ideal for night sky observation. Continuing our journey, approximately at kilometer 36, we arrived near Olvera Station. This was the old station in 1993. And currently, this building has been adapted as accommodation and a restaurant. Next to this building has been adapted. Next to this building, we built 4 accommodation units shaped like train cars some years ago, which also have a swimming pool. One of these cars is accessible. This is not reconditioning buildings, it's a new construction buildings. A few meters away, we have a parking area of motorhomes. And next to it, an interpretation center about the Sierra Greenway. Regarding the management policy we follow at the foundation of the Sierra Greenway to manage all this infrastructure, it's important to say that our main objective is the creation of local employment. The foundation is a non-profit organization, so our incomes are invested in improvements to the Greenway. In the events we buy what we need from local companies and hire local companies for the services we require. We work to ensure the both employment and the services provided on the Sierra Greenway are of quality. We coordinate the operation of the services provided on the Sierra Greenway, like bike rental, restaurant, accommodation, guided tours, etc. We organize joint training to workers of the companies that provide their services on the Greenway, and we carry out joint promotion and commercialization of the Greenway. About the information and surveillance work mentioned earlier, our foundation has the Green Patrol service during weekends and holidays. These are for young people who work along the Greenway. They travel by electric bicycle and have a support vehicle in case they need to travel to help a user. They work consist in providing information, assisting in case of a problem such as puncture, and collecting statistical data. In the 4 main access points, we have 4 counters that provide us with very interesting information about the numbers of users we have. We still need to install more counters at the rest of the access points to make the information more accurate. These are counters that distinguish between cyclists and hikers and the direction of the travel. When installing them, it's very important to choose the location carefully so that the data is as reliable as possible. We take the reading with an application at the location of each of these counters. Here is a small summary of the data collected since the installation in 2017. You may ask, what do you use this information for? Here you are. And the usually to the information collected by the contest is mainly the following: elaboration of statistic tables and graph for data analysis, inclusion of analysis data in our projects and action plans, planning, maintenance actions, garbage collection, etc., planning or authorization of events, distribution of work for the monitors of interpretation centers and green patrol, control of quantity and hours of motorbike vehicles traffic. Well, regarding the management of passages, authorization and events, the Foundation has a system of passages authorization for owners or workers of neighboring properties whose only access is through the greenway. We also issue authorization for events that different entities organize on the greenway, such as town councils, associations, sport clubs, etc. In terms of promotion and marketing from our foundation, we carry out several activities. We have a website, www.fundacionviaverdedelaSierra.es, in Spanish, English, and German, where we offer quite complete information about the greenway, the services provided, schedules, road access, events that take place, etc. This website has a section about accessibility, which we call Greenway for All, in which information is provided on the degree of accessibility of the different sections of the Greenway and its buildings. We also have profiles on different social networks like X, Facebook, Instagram, and a YouTube channel. We also attend numerous national and international tourist fairs to publicize our destination. We publish in specialist media. We have information brochures on the greenway with plans and specific brochures on ornithological tourism. A few years ago, we produced a tourist guide with a format designed specifically for cyclists. We also have other audiovisual materials such as an interactive DVD, another DVD about ornithology in the natural reserve Peñón de Zaframagón in the middle of the Sierra Greenway. So, an episode of the documentary series Live the Greenway was recorded on our greenway, which has a great impact in our country and is still broadcast from time to time on the Spanish public television network. We have held several painting and photography exhibitions. We have published photography and painting books about the Sierra Greenway. We have also held numerous photographic contests and painting. In addition to this, we also regularly collaborate with the promotional activities organized by the National Greenways Program of Spanish Railway Foundation, such as a lottery coupon for each of the Spanish Greenway, the Greenways Passport, and the Zero CO2 Greenways campaigns. We have been working on the Green Card project for several years now. We have issued more than 6,000 cards in order to visitors can obtain discounts in restaurants, bicycle rental companies, interpretation centers, etc. From the Foundation, we have organized and collaborated in the organization of several fan trips with international tour operators and with journalists or influencers. Regarding marketing, we work in coordination with local companies, holding regular meetings, organizing training courses on topics of common interest, organizing information and awareness day on a specific subject, designing common tourism packages, carrying out joint marketing of services, etc. About education and awareness, we have carried out an accessibility text on our Greenway thanks to the Greenways for All projects and European projects. We have also provided joint training on topics of great interest for us, such as accessibility. We have signed agreements with different social entities that have donated adapted bicycles and wheelchairs with lithium batteries that will lend free of charge to users that need it. We also work on environmental education and awareness issues by organizing awareness days and environmental education campaigns. We have agreements with the Provincial Council of Seville and Cadiz to host visits from school children of different educational levels. To do this, we have developed teaching material for students and teachers of different levels. Even for the small one, we organize excursions for early childhood education students who have their own field booklets adapted to their age. We also have a complete environmental education teaching unit prepared by various environmental groups of the area, which we distribute to all schools in the provinces through which the Greenway runs and other nearby provinces. We also carry out awareness campaigns of the compatibility of use to the Greenway and on the passage of motor vehicles. Dynamization of the territory. From the foundation of the Sierra Greenway, we understand that the greenways are ideal settings for practicing activities in the nature and that they can be enjoyed by both visitors who come from outside and by the local population. For this reason, throughout the year, we organize several activities aimed at people for different age, abilities, and physical condition. Every year, we organize a program of recreational sport activities on the Sierra Greenways with activities along the mountains and the different sections of the Greenway. I show you some samples. For these activities, we designed a specific promotional materials such as t-shirts, caps, backpacks, and a specific poster for each of them. These are activities such as hiking roads, cycling tours, half marathons. This year we are organizing the 12th edition of the half marathon along the Sierra Greenway, which will be the next May 1st. We also organize excursions for adults and youth. We sponsor events and sport teams in the towns along the Sierra Greenway. In summer, we organize night activities because in our territory it's very hot during the day. For example, every year we organize at least 2 night walks along the Greenway in July and August. At specific times of the year, such as Christmas, Halloween, or Women's Day, we organize fitness festivals, the Station of the Terror, the Tunnel of Terror, etc. Throughout this year, 1994, we have planned the following activities. First of all, a fitness festival that we have been holding during the months of February and March with a Zumba masterclass, a Pilates session, a flamenco fitness session, all combined with hiking and entertaining activities. On May 1st, we will celebrate, as I said before, the 12th edition of the half marathons along the Sierra Greenway, and open days at our interpretation centers to celebrate the National Greenway Day on Sunday, the 12th of May. In the months of June and July, and possible August, we will hold 2 or 3 night hiking marches on different sections of the Greenway. These that you can see are the last year poster because we don't have the current ones yet. Like every year for more than 20 years, in September, we will hold a meeting of people with special needs on the Sierra Greenway. This year, it will be around Puerto Serrano Station. In October, we will celebrate a walk for equality between the stations of Coripe and Zaframagon. Here is an example of what we organized the last year. At the end of the year, we will organize the Tunnel of Terror on Halloween night in Coripe and a Christmas party in December, which this year will be in Olvera. In order to organize these activities, we need financing, which we obtain mainly through 3 different ways: public organization, companies sponsorship, and registration fees. In addition to the organization of these events, we are currently working on different projects such as expansion of the Greenway, improvement work in some of the buildings, and Erasmus Plus, tourism sustainable plans. We continually work on the environmental awareness campaign, Stop Climate Change, and the strategic plan for the gastronomic promotion of the restaurants and the local of the Sierra Greenway and the local restaurant and bars of the municipalities. As I mentioned it at the beginning of my presentation, the final objective of the foundation of the Sierra Greenway is the creation of employment in the territory. So in this table, I present data of the direct and the stable employment that we currently have on the Sierra Greenway. The accommodation and restaurant stations, the green patrol service, maintenance and cleaning service, administration and projects, Zaframagon Interpretation Center and the Observatory Interpretation Center in Olvera, Zaframagon Canteen, and the bicycle and taxi rental companies. 35 direct employment, at least. In addition to these direct employments, indirect employment is also created in companies that are directly related to the Sierra Greenway, such as the ones that you can see in the list: accommodation and restoration in the old station, in high seasons, bicycle rentals and tour guide services, construction and maintenance companies for green areas, taxis, rural houses, hotels, camping, and other services like bar, cake shop, oil cooperative, and so on. For all this work we have been doing since 2000, we have received several awards, of which we are very, very proud. The last of them was the European Special Award 2023 Green Transition in Greenways for the implementation of a plan for the green transition of the Sierra Greenway, given by the European Greenway Association last year in Roma. And that's Emile. This is all I wanted to tell you. Thanks for putting up with me for this time. I'm at your disposal if you have any question.
Many thanks, Maria. Many thanks, really.
Okay.
Can you? Okay, wonderful. So, I asked to all the participants if they have some question to raise their hands. I don't know if the students, if they are any questions. Anyone? Yes, there is one question from one of the students. We are waiting for the microphone. Okay. Deborah is coming.
Okay. Hi. Thank you.
Hi.
And I wanted to ask you if the Via Verde de la Sierra is more for like tourists or more for like local people, because as I saw during the presentation, you involve the local population a lot. So I was thinking about, what is for like tourists or both, or more like local people? That's my question.
Well, I think the Greenway is for both, for local people for tourists and visitors. But we receive more tourists, more visitors of outside than of the local population, because our towns, our municipalities are very, very small. I speaking about 1,000 population from Coripe to 7,000 population of Olvera. So we try to create employment on the local people, but the visitors are from outside of the municipalities. They use the greenway like I don't know how to say you in Italian or in English, but the local people use the greenway to walk or to bike for the cholesterol roads every day, to walk a little. But our visitors, the most part of the users of the greenway are from outside.
I go on with another question related to this one from Deborah. We have seen very, very quickly, because you changed the slide very quickly, about the numbers of the visitors. In 2021, you had almost 300,000 visitors a year. Is it correct? If I remember well. 300,000.
Yes, it depends on the year. Yes. It depends on the year, because, well, the pandemic was very important.
Exactly.
At first, we haven't visitors, and then when we can go outside, it was impossible, because there was a lot of people. But it's important to say that we have almost 300,000 people the year, but the dates, the data we in the table are from the counters. We have 8 accesses by route, and we have only 4 counters. So we need other types of the statistical data, like the Green Patrol or the interpretation center data, because we need to install other counters.
Yes, I know, but anyway, 4 counters are more than a lot of situation in Italy. They don't have any one counter, so neither one. So you have already 4. But the question was related, you have data from the type of users, not only the numbers, it means where they come from,
Yes.
from Andalusia or from the other parts of Spain, or also from foreign people from other countries. Which are their purposes if they arrive to make trekking or with cycling, or if you have some other, figures about the type of users that you have.
Yes, we have that information too, because the Green Patrol Service have a questionnaire that they make to the people that visit us. Only is a 1 minute questionnaire. Where do you come from? Why do you come to the Greenway? How do you know us? By friends, by internet, or so on? Are you going to eat in some of the station? Are you going to sleep in the Greenway or in some of the towns of the Greenway? And can you alone, or come you with a friend, or come you with a group or friends? And this information is very, very important for us too. The Green Patrol and the monitors of the Interpretation Center recollected that information.
Okay, and also related to this information that you are collecting, do you have also information about the expenses? How much money does these visitors spend in the restaurants, in the bar, for accommodation along the greenways, in order to understand how great is the impact, the economic impact on the 6 municipalities crossed by the greenway, about money coming from outside, that otherwise they will not arrive in your municipalities? Do we have some figures on the expenses?
Well, we don't have too much information about that really, but when we organize meeting with the manager of the stations and the manager of the bars of the towns, and with the people who rent bike, we speak about it. And they say that the people can to eat to the station and spend money, that almost nobody come with his own bicycle. They prefer rent the bicycle on the Greenway, and we have a fee for the interpretation center that they pay, so we can control if the people pay for coming to the interpretation or centers or no. They are very, very small towns, so we speak too with the people who work in the olive cooperative and with the cake shop, and they tell to us that the people arrive to the company and spend money to buy local products. So when the pandemic was, the people claim a lot about this, because they really know that they have less incomes about this.
And always related to this question, we would like to know, to understand if you have some, data or impression. In the last, you started more or less in the 2000, so you have almost 25 years of history. So if you have seen year by year some creation of new activities, of new, company related to greenways, because probably you have observed an increase in numbers of users. So do you have the impression that in the municipalities crossed by the greenway, year by year, some new companies are born in order to, to serve as services to the greenways?
Yes, because well, the foundation was created in 2000. When I began to work at the foundation in 2003, there was only one station that was a restaurant, and now we have 3 restaurants in the Greenway, 3 accommodation, 1 canteens, and different companies that work in the Greenway, because the people saw that it was an opportunity to create employment. And well, we have bike rentals, guided tour companies, an association of the STAR, that's Astronomical Association, that work in the area, and the bars of the towns have menus for the people who come to the Greenway. They sell sandwich. That's some time ago they don't want it to sell sandwiches, so on. There are the taxis. I live in Coripe. There's no taxis in Coripe some years ago, but now there's 3 taxis, because the taxi driver know that they have work with the local population and with the visitors of the Greenway. And there's a lot of rural houses that rent for the user of the Greenway. So is the people of the local population really know that the Greenway is creating employment, and they are well, trying to earn money with the Greenway.
Okay, and so going on with this, speech about this company, one of the preoccupation of our students, but also our local community, is that some of these greenways can become too crowded. So to experience over tourism also, especially in some specific periods in the summer, for example, too many people for a fragile territory that is not able to take care of too many people. Do you experience also this over tourism in some period or not in your Greenway?
Sorry, what?
Did you experience some over tourism, so too many people in your Greenway in some periods or not?
Oh, yes, we have videos of a lot of people in our Greenway. For example, in the activities like the marathon or the hikings or so on, we have photographers and videos. One of our principal problem now is that we are too short, 36.5 kilometers. The people the tourists is looking for more kilometers of Greenway. So we have a project that as I said at the end of my presentation, we have a project to expand the Greenway 68 kilometers more to arrive to Jerez de la Frontera, and to unit our Greenway with others Greenway in the Cadiz provinces, and that will allow us to have more than 100 kilometers. And we have another project to expand the Greenway in the other sense, from Olvera to the oil Greenways. We wanted to unite this Sierra Greenway with the oil Greenway by some road that exists now. So it's true that there are a lot of people, and the people repeat a lot the visit to the Greenway, but we need to expand the Greenway because we are too to show because the people come one day, 2 days, weekend, but we want the people come from to our greenway for 1 week or so on.
Yeah. So the connection with the other system is important, of course. But do you have also, I mean, other abandoned railway lines that you were able to recuperate, or on other type of infrastructure you plan to increase the number of kilometers?
Well, in the expansion to Jerez de la Frontera is the same railway that our greenway. It's an old railway track that units Jerez de la Frontera with Almargen in Málaga, and in the middle is the Sierra Greenway. We wanted to recuperate the old railway line to Jerez. They walk over these kilometers last year. There's almost all the railway line is recuperable. Perhaps 2 black points in the track, but I think we speak with the mayors and with the conciliars of the Cadiz provinces, and we decided that the new greenway will be as possible for the whole railway line. We have constructed tunnels, passages, and some cross by road, but it will, I think, 95% for the whole railway line.
Wonderful, wonderful. And speaking about always economy, and I know I've seen, but also I know that you as foundation are, I mean, you are paying a lot of attention to sustainability. I would like to know what type of project or actions or you have done to increase the sustainability of the companies related to greenways. If you have some, I mean, specific projects, what you are doing, or what do you think if the companies are ready to change their business in order to promote also sustainability?
Well, for us, it's very important the awareness and the sustainability, because we are in a nature territory, and the principal attractive of the area is the nature and the environmental. We don't want to lose these resource, because it's very important for us, and it's very important for the planet. So we work very hard with the schools, and we work very hard with the user or our greenway to keep the sustainability. But the principal work is with the companies that work in the greenway and that work in the municipalities that work with us, because with the accommodation and restaurants manager, we have to sensibilize them that they have to keep the natural, the attractive nature that we have, and they have to promote that we are in this important area that is you can fighting against the climate change, and you can respect the attractives, and you can respect the nature, and they are very sensibilized about that. And with the companies that work with the bike rentals or the guide tours, we holding joint courses of this subject, because we think that is very important that everybody know and work around this area. I explained very well.
Do you have some evidence, for example, that tourists that come in on your greenways ask for more sustainability? For example, I don't know, don't don't wash every day the towels, or I don't know, don't use plastic bottle for water or something like that. Do you have some pressure from the tourists that ask
Yes.
to the company to do this? Yes.
Yes, in our brochures and in our website, we have use rules of our greenway that they need to know with the rubbish or the garbage or the water is very important. Don't I don't know how to say the water. You must keep with the close the grip where you use in the station or in the fountains, and for example, don't use too much plastic and so on. We have these rules of functioning in our brochures and in our website.
So you are also an organization that can push the companies of the territory to move towards a more resilient and sustainable, activities, no? Because, you are an organization that put all together also the company, so a sort of public and private collaboration.
Yes,
Yes.
and I said before that we had prepared some weeks ago an Erasmus Plus project, and this project was about organize sustainable events and activities on the greenway. It's for the people who work in those companies and for the people who work in the town halls organizing events and activities, for the Green Patrol and our monitors. We wanted to organize courses to show them how to organize sustainable events in the greenway and in the territory. And we are going to write a good practice guide about the sustainable events and activities that you can do in the territory.
No, wonderful, very interesting, very interesting. And for me, the last question is, what do you plan for the future? You told before to increase the number of kilometers, to also increase, of course, the possibility to have more cycle tourism, that we know that they need more time on the greenways. Okay? And I don't know, do you have other, goals in your in the plan for the future for your greenways?
Well, our most important plan is to expand the greenway. We wanted to have at least 128 kilometers in the next years, but we are working too in the greenway. Actually, in the 36 kilometers that we have to rehabilitate some others builds that we have in Puerto Serrano and in Olvera. We have two warehouses that we wanted to rehabilitate, like as I don't know in English, albergue. It's an accommodation for young people. We wanted to rehabilitate and we wanted to do some recovery works in the greenway.
Okay. The last question is a very private question. So, which is the best period to visit you?
The best video?
Yes, not too much people, but a good climate for hiking or for cycling.
Well, I don't know. I have to look forward and to send you perhaps. We have several videos. We have a very pretty video that the Andalusian government make when when we won the Tourism Andalusian Award. We have, I recommended you the video that we show in our interpretation center in Olvera. We have 2 videos. I can send you by email, I suppose. And I recommended you that you see the capital of the Vive la Vía, the series, the TV series is. It has some years, but it's very, very good.
So if next year we plan to come to visit with the students in February or March, is it okay for the weather or not? Yes.
Well, it's okay. Always it's okay to visit the Sierra Greenway,
No,
but
because-
better March, because in February is cold. But I don't know what to say, because this year February wasn't cold, and now it's very, very hot here.
Yeah, exactly.
Today is raining a lot, but it's very, very hot. Well, when you wanted to come to
because you know
Sierra
the course is from February to end of
Okay.
March, and so this year was the first year, but I am planning to I mean to come with the student to some European example, and because it's in the winter time, we have to move in places like the Andalusia, where the weather is more, I mean, useful also to hike and to bike during winter. So
Yes, I recommended you in spring, but all the seasons are good, because if you come in August, we
in August
have the
it's
night
hot.
hiking. So when you want it, March is a very good month.
Yeah. So we will take note that next year in March we will come with the students of
Okay, and in March we have the fitness festival, so you can hiking or go by bike, but you can do Zumba, flamenco
Zumba,
fitness,
yes.
Pilates, all that you want.
Try to imagine me with the Zumba. It's not good for, I mean, for your eyes. So, dear
It's
Maria,
very funny.
thank you really very much for your kind participation to this seminar. I don't see any other hands, so I think nobody has to ask anything else to you. Anyway, we will share the recordings of this seminar. We'll share with the students the slide, or
Okay.
and of course, I mean, people that want to come in touch with you can write and can find your contacts on the internet site of the Via Verde la Sierra.
Okay, you have my email, so
Yeah. Okay.
I'm at your disposal.
Many thanks again, Maria.
Thanks to you.
Bye bye. See you next
Bye,
time.
Elio. Bye, everybody.